Today we are on the Bone Apple Tea Subreddit. It's like when the food's hella good, you say Bone Apple Tea. It's like French or some beep. I believe this was the original Bone Apple Tea meme. He meant to say Bon Appetit. This sub is pretty popular with over 1 million members, so the rules are fairly stringent, to be honest, as you can see. So let's get stuck in. This looks like something on a dating app. Congrats for rejecting a nice guy and for being a dagger stabbed in an already open, salt-covered womb. A nice guy with an open, salt-covered womb. What a catch. I choose to read it as he's still inside a womb. He's that much of a baby. Chimpanzee on sunshades. I think that should be in. Relapsing with a bunch of bananas. Maybe they're fermented bananas. He tried to get that monkey off his back, but he's back on bananas. You don't know what his life is like. Don't make fun of people's addictions. I thought no one posted these NFTs anymore. Yeah, to be honest, I'm kind of glad those bloody apes are gone. Banana addiction is no joke. Someone tried ransacking my truck. Luckily my ring scared them off. Oh dear. Shoplifters will be prostituted, no exceptions. Free Snickers and free sex. Where is this shop? Better yet, you get paid for the sex. Yeah, that's the bad part. Everything was hunky-dory up until this point.
Can I help you?
We were talking about Nintendo Switch games, Kart Rages. I underestimated the convenience of the Lil Kart Rages. Oh, their excuse is they're dyslexic. Taking down a wall while perched on a ladder. Well, this has to be an American mistake because it's basically impossible to get mixed up between ladder and ladder in British English, but in US English it's ladder or ladder, which are the same. And when he climbs down, he'll be formally perched on a ladder. Hold my beer while I set a Guinness World Record belly flop in a 12-inch deep kiddie pool. Again, in British English we say kitty, and it's kiddie pool. But in American English I guess they say kiddie pool and kiddie pool. Classic Putin. Fried chicken Putin is a good idea. He could use a military advisor like Colonel Sanders. Oh, but someone's saying this does actually violate one of the rules, because yes, I read. Not allowed a Bone Apple Tea of a proper name. That means that if someone meant to write Coke but wrote cock instead, or instead of Billie Eilish they write Billie Eyelash. But new change, Bone Apple Teas using proper names are allowed. This means that if someone uses Michael Damien Cookies instead of Macadamia Cookies, it won't be immediately turfed. Well, that's what we've got. We've got someone saying classic Putin instead of poutine, right? So this one's allowed. We can all laugh. We're all allowed to laugh at this one. No, cops don't really ticket anybody for texting while driving, but if they see you driving erratically and you're texting, they'll pull you over. When I was a 911 dispatcher, I had a caller report someone driving erotically. I typed it that way into the call for all to enjoy. The road had just all the right curves. I guess a-radically is the opposite of radically, so kind of works. So that driving was totally a-radical, dude. That's the only way I drive, says Michelangelo, the turtle, not the artist. Oh, we've got a non-native speaker here. As a non-native English speaker, each one of these I get feels like a massive win. Yeah, to be honest, most non-native English speakers are probably smarter than the average English speaker. Massive win for you, massive indictment of our education system. These people are casing your house and your neighbour's house. They are criminals. Well, I haven't even got to the Bone Apple Tea yet, but this person needs to learn how to use full stops, or periods. This is what happens when you build affordable housing in our cities. You bring in the rift raft. 2 for 1 there. You don't actually need a raft if your house is fordable. You can just drive across. I was talking with the checker Cullen at my Trader Joe's and he was asking about Passover. I had matzah in my cart and told him my story, and he told me to wait here and brought me some flowers. It was the kindest jester. And so needed. Well, either a kind gesture or a kind jester would have cheered you up in this situation, it seems. Bro, some people have social anxiety. I be going into fight or flight. Is that where you punch into the air and use the force of that punch to propel you somewhere new? Like Super Mario? Actually, you cannot just pull someone out of the car, especially for a misdemeanor. The cop is so mean. They're lucky Mr. Nice is on his way. They invented good cop, bad cop. If given a choice, I think I'd prefer a misdemeanor rather than a felony. Those felonies can get you prison time. It's really interesting how one can guess at the accent of the person in a lot of these posts. Can I clench my thirst? By eating a really juicy steak. Only if it's a sloppy steak. This made me so angry I felt my fists quench. I hate when folks try to manipulate me. Must have been a hungry nipple. A hungry nipple. How can you imagine that game? This one kills me. I always think there's no way this isn't intentional with some of the posts on here, but this one is on the same tier as Formelia, which looks like it did happen. What school you went to? Why? We're already not off to a good start with that sentence, aren't we? You look Formelia. I look what? I said you look Formelia. Mother frigate, you look like I know you, damn. Her ex is supposed to be paying child support. On the app it says he is $5,000 in arrears. Well, divorce settlements can be a pain in the ass. Arrears. I've never used this word, ever. Now that you mention it, yeah. It's kind of a formal legal word, isn't it? Same, and I like words. Weird. Her ex. Hey now, be kind. X is a lot to type out. If he was originally in the rears, neither of them would be having that problem. Just put the payment around the back. Yeah, well, he is behind on payments, so that's when you say, you can take this payment and shove it up your... It's uncomfortable to have to walk on eggshelves here, as well as my own home. My old fridge had an egg shelf. Is it wrong that it still makes perfect sense? I guess if the shelves have got eggs on them, yeah. Now you tripping. This is like trying to say, oh, champagnes can be good boys, but they have bad owners. First off, are you talking about a dog or a drunk man? Because last time I checked, champagne is an alcohol and or liquor. Talking about chimps. Personally, I can't tell the difference between a good sparkling chimp and the real thing. Retail $700 is an amazing unit. It's brand new. Again, someone who needs to learn how to use full stops. Everything works perfectly. Comes with all the Belgian whistles. There's someone out there who thinks the phrase is Belgian whistles. That's just really adorable. Nobody, and I mean nobody, makes a whistle like the Belgians. That's one cheap movie ticket. Lucky. Manatee. I would pay a lot more than $7 for a manatee showing. This reminds me of the time I butchered a line during grade 5 spring play tryouts. I said, I hope we have enough money for the martini. The teacher corrected me after everyone was done laughing. 3 brand new pale cream cousins from Pet and Smoke Free Home. They're British cousins if ever I've seen them, I can tell. Yes, £7. Cream cousins sounds like a trending category on Pornhub.
Oh.
I like this, so this has made me laugh a lot. It just reminds me of Rickyisms, you know, Ricky from Trailer Park Boys. And I hope anyone who watched along whose native language is English did get most of them. If not, then get your head in the dictionary. Until next time, as the French say, au revoir.